Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I am going over another skin. Now in my previous video, I had the skins from a company called Mighty Skin, but I also mentioned in that video that I normally get my skins from a company called Slickwraps. Recently I have been trying more of D brand, but I've always leaned more towards Slickwraps, or if this company has those wraps, I usually get it from them instead, which is called Layers, which is a company based out of India, which to me has the best wraps I've ever bought for phones. But I will let you guys know in the future if I do happen to find the Z Fold 7 on that website. At least for right now, it's only the Z Fold 6, so I know it may take a little bit of time before they start having the Z Fold 7 model. So hopefully they get it on their website and I can make a video for you guys. But anyway, today I just got in the mail Slickwraps, and right before I open this, I just want to show a little bit. So in this one, hold on one moment. So if you remember from Mighty Skins, this is what I got from Mighty Skins. Right now, I currently have a fourth one installed. Let me go and take the phone off. I'm still rocking this same case because I've actually, for my first little Aramid case, the Kevlar case, I actually really like this case from Binks. So shout out to Binks. I'm loving their case so far. I even ordered another one. But let me take the case off so you guys can see what I'm referring to here. All right, let me wipe it down really quick. Okay, so for the most part, I've liked this case. I forgot the name of this one. I think it's called Angry Friends or something like that. But this one was pretty cool. As you can see, has more of like the matte. Now on their website, they actually gave 3 options. So there was the matte, which you see now, which just gives a subtle shine, but not really a shine at all. Just matte feeling. It's really nice in the hands and the grip, not slippery. This is also was matte. We all know this is Goku, but the name of this skin is called Power Level. This is a Rasta background, but it's called Rasta Lion. But this was in carbon fiber, so this is pretty good. And I think this one was in carbon fiber as well. So these were matte, carbon fiber, and they had one more on there, which were like glossy glitter, I believe, which is similar to this one, but basically shiny, and it looks like it has glitter on it. So I wasn't going to get that one because I didn't need it, but I at least got 2 of the models. And the good thing about Mighty Skins is each skin that you buy off there, you have the same 3 options. You have matte, you have the carbon fiber, and then you have the glossy glitter. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to pick just certain skins. Each of them have the same 3 options, at least from what I've seen on there. But now today, what I have has come from Slickwraps, and I bought 2 of them. One of them I customized, and it looks like in the box they give you an installation kit. I wonder if for Mighty Skins, did they give me an installation kit? Okay, so for Mighty Skins, didn't include an installation kit, but at least for Slickwraps it did. So for Slickwraps, it comes with the little installation the installation kit, which is just simple, probably like a microfiber little cloth to clean in, maybe a wet wipe. Something, you don't necessarily need it, but it's good to have. And from the feeling on the inside, it may have like a squeegee, but again, more stuff is more useful. So I have 2 here. As you know, from a long time ago, if you've been with me since last year when I first started the channel, I've liked this skin quite a bit. Yes, it's Pikachu and basically Naruto combined. So it looks pretty cool, but it wasn't the only one. Now, one thing I do like about Slickwraps is not just the packaging. They have in like a little clear envelope type of thing, but it's pretty good. But that's not what I like. What I like the most about Slickwraps is when you get skins from Slickwraps, they give you 2 sets. So although you're buying technically 1, you're basically buying 2. So you get the one where it has the edge cutoffs in case you don't want to wrap it around. And then it has one where it does have, oh, sorry, I was looking at this one. This one is the wraparound. And let me back it up so you can see it. This one is basically the wraparound where you'll see on the edges, you will wrap it around. But on another one, they give you the one where it doesn't have the edges. So you see kind of the difference. And just in case you didn't notice, you notice the difference here, like at the top, compared to this one is meant to wrap on the top. And then same thing at the bottom. So it comes with 2. Some people like to wrap the sides and the top because maybe they won't slap a case on it. I personally don't really use this one. So when I usually sell my products, I usually include a lot of skins because some of them are going to have these wraparounds, which I don't necessarily use. I like to use just the edge. And that's because I'm going to slap a case on it. And when you slap a case on a skin that has a wraparound, the edges tend to peel off and it looks all like wonky and messed up. So it's better not to have the edges anyway. So this one it's called Chew Song or whatever it's called. True Sage Mode. There we go. Basically, as you can see, the mixture between Pikachu, you know, Pikachu say Chew, and then Naruto Sage Mode. So it's pretty cool. All right. The other one I got is actually a creation one. So this one is like I got it in matte, but it's, well, actually, I think I got this one glossy because this one is matte. So this one is glossy. Now this is just a background that I found off of one of the apps that I was going to put on my phone, but I thought how would it look for a skin? So I made it into a skin as well, and I must say it does look nice. And again, even if you create your own skin, you still get 2 for the price of 1. So I think I paid more just for one of these. As you can see, I didn't get 2 or 3 of these. I only got literally 1. But when you buy on Slickwraps, which always has deals, by the way, they always have discounts going, they give you 2 for the price of 1. So that's kind of why I've always leaned more towards Slickwraps this entire time. Let me move the Mighty Skins out the way. Don't get me wrong, Mighty Skins are nice, but I like Slickwraps a little better, actually a lot better. Now, when you go to the general website, I know it's a little bit out of the camera, so I'll put them next to each other. When you go to the website of Slickwraps, you do get a couple options. So with Slickwraps, what they do is they have different categories. So unlike Mighty Skins, where you can turn everything into glossy, glitter, carbon fiber, or matte, on here you typically get 2 options, which is the matte or the glossy. As you can see, this is the difference. This is glossy, which is more shiny. This is matte. But then if you want carbon fiber skins, they have a different category of skins for those. So it's not like I could turn this into carbon fiber. So just to throw that out there, that's just the main difference, which is not a huge deal to me. They have different categories for the different type of skins, and under those categories, it has a completely different set than another category. So just keep that in mind. Now, from rambling out the way, I'm going to take one of these and put it on the back of here. This has been pretty cool. As you can see, the matte here again has been really nice. I do like it. It does go with the phone. Yes, I have the mint version of the Z Fold 7. I have loved it. Now, one thing I didn't like, and I'll point this out right now before I take it all the way off. As you can see, let me get it close. You see how it doesn't go all the way to the end? I hated that. That's mainly the reason why I'm taking this off. So it doesn't cover the full back. maybe about 98% of the back, but there's still those edges. Also, as you saw in the last video, it was hard to put the actual, pull this up, it was hard to put this on here. And that's because if you look here, it's cut and then it's cut again. It's like, it's too many cuts in there. So when you take it off, it's really skinny and it's hard to put it on. As you can see, I just need just one spot, and this is where slick wraps shine again. If you look at this cutout, look at how the cutout is. It just covers that this whole area, which I wanted to cover in the first place. And then it has one separate cutout for the actual camera rings. Compared to this one, you can see the difference. Too many cutouts. It just makes it way more confusing and it's annoying. So I guess if you are expert and you know how to put it all the way on, it's going to look super covered, but it still looks kind of ugly. I like Slick Wraps, how they do their cutouts way better. So shout out again to Slick Wraps. Hopefully one day there'll be a sponsor video because I would love some free wraps. Wouldn't we all? And maybe I could do a giveaway if I ever become a sponsor for them. So just keep that in mind. Somebody remind me. That way I could do a free giveaway. Okay, so sorry, just wiping down the back. So let's go ahead and install this onto the back. And if you haven't saw how, and you don't need the installation kit, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you want to use the installation kit, you can, but the adhesive is so good you don't really need it. But you know what? I just show you. No, I saved that installation kit actually, because the installation kit for somebody who's never had a wrap or doesn't know how to put it on, it'll become valuable for them. So at least when I sell it, that person will be able to have the whole package. Okay, so for this one, if you haven't saw how the mint version looked, this is how the back looks. It looks dope. I noticed everybody is getting blue or they're getting black. Oh, actually, I haven't saw not one video of somebody getting the black version or the silver version. It's kind of weird. I've only saw people getting that navy blue color. This, to me, is their best color yet. This was a Samsung exclusive, and I couldn't wait. As soon as I saw it, I knew I was going to get it. This mug is dope. But I am going to cover it for a little bit, mainly because, yeah, I don't want to break it. So, the first one we're going to do, because this one closely matches the blue, right? So let's put this one on. And as you know, I don't like to do the whole wraparound, so I'm just going to do the cutout. And what we're going to do is we're going to just peel it off. And it comes off pretty simple, just like the Mighty Skin one. But for this one, let's try to make sure we get this one on. Make sure you guys can see it on camera, how I put it on. All right, so I'm gonna go through a little bit of trial and error possibly. I don't normally have too many trial and errors with Slick Wraps because they are pretty good when it comes to making sure the skin is on. And I think I already got it. Hold on, first try. Oh, let me bring it down just a little bit. And for the Z Fold, I would always say start with like the camera. If you want to start at the bottom, you can. Some people are good at it. But if you are a first time putting the skin on, my advice is start with the camera loop, especially if you're putting on this on the one of the Z Fold phones, mainly because of how the camera hump is. Let me just do it this way. Try that again. Make sure everything is lined up here. Sorry, a lot of trial and errors. I'm trying to multitask at the same time. Probably hear my background, so I apologize ahead of time. I got a fan running because it is hot as crap outside. All right, I'm almost got it all the way on. Do I got it? First try. I think I got it too far down. Pull it off just one more time. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time just to make sure I got it right. So you guys can see all my trial and errors. I'm not gonna edit it and make it look like I was perfect. Yes, I mess up on these too, so that way you can kind of see. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to get it all the way on. Once you have it on, you are good. Got it. I think I got it this time. Actually, let me peel it. Yep, and bring it back up so that way I can see. The joys of wearing glasses. Can't see nothing. Okay, so I got that one all the way down. Pretty good all the way towards the top. Sorry, I kind of went off camera a little bit. Didn't even notice. This one, see if I can get that around that hoop. I think I got it. Sorry, I'm super meticulous with these skins, so I try to make sure everything is matching, because otherwise then I'm not going to want to have it on for too long. Just making sure it's put on right, basically. I'll pull it off camera just so I could peel this back a little bit. Push everything down here. All right, so after pushing it down, just getting it all the way down. So just wipe the back off. So when you have it on, this is how it should look. So once you have it on, it should look just like this. Now, again, the reason why I love Slickwrap so much is because their cases, even if you create one, it tends to go all the way to the edges. As you can see, there's not really any sticking out, maybe a little bit in this corner, but once you squeeze it down, it covers it. Compared to what I had with Mighty Skins, I had some hanging out, so still scratch can go on the edge. But this one, as you can see, covers very clearly and it looks very, very nice. Now, I know that took quite a while to put that on because I'm a little bit of a nerd when I try to put these on. But let's try to also put the camera on. So I put the camera on as well. Bear with me just one moment.
So if you ever have thoughts like that, if you ever worry about whether you deserve the light, ask your...
All right, sorry, I had to do some messaging back. Okay, so let's go ahead and now what we do is, since we got the back case on, is going to do the camera itself. So it comes in two parts. As you can see, it comes with a part to protect this part, which to me is critical. And I say it's critical because you could get scratches there and then not even know it until it's too late. So let's try to get that fixed right about now. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning off the camera lens. You may hear a blow. Sorry, pre-warning, just to get some of that extra stuff that's built up around the camera lens because I have a camera protector on it. All right, so far so good. Sorry for that blowing sound. That was just me blowing it off. Now, if you're wondering, am I going to use these? No. And it's not that I just want to waste them. It's just I don't like using those sides. That's the reason why I don't use the wraparound, because otherwise I might as well use the wraparound. The minute you put a case on it, it's going to peel right off. I've tried it. It's kind of annoying. So I just tend not to use it altogether. All right, usually the cutout is pretty good. I think because I got this camera lens protector on here, that may also play an issue as well. Let's hope not. Okay. And for this one, we'll try just using the edge of this one basically. We just kind of squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Take a look at it, see if I got it in there. Okay, for the most part, I'm getting it on there. So, sorry, I just pulled it up so I could stretch the skin a little bit. Pull it up, there we go. I'm gonna use this again. Just show you what I'm doing now. What I'm doing is basically using the edge of what they already provided me just to kind of push in the centers there. And then I'm gonna go around the other side. Try to see if I can get this around to the other side. I'm gonna try to do the same thing on this. So I'm gonna try to move it, see if I can move it around. It'll be easy just to move it around with just some paper. Same thing on this end. Better me doing it with this than with my finger. Otherwise, I'm just gonna mess it up. All right, one moment. Let me peel it open, do it again. Got one side on, so one side on, that's good news. Okay. I managed to get the back to flip in, so same thing. Just gonna use this just very lightly. You don't want to scratch the body, obviously. So I'm gonna use this to kind of push that in. I want to pull it up a little bit just because I want to go further in there. And I didn't realize this was gonna be a whole tutorial video, so I apologize. Okay. So overall, this is how it should look. Again, you are able to get all that on there. It looks really nice as long as it's matched up with the face. Obviously, if you got it on there and it didn't match up with the rest of the body, then you got a little bit of a problem. But simply taking it off and retrying it is nothing wrong with that one. These ones don't tend to tear up like other skins I've had when you take it off. So far, Mighty Skins, Slickwraps, and D-Brands don't have that issue. If you need to take it off and readjust it, it's normally pretty fine with it. Again, this is how this would look. Now, I do have the camera rings, these 3 camera rings, which I could also install as well. So one may be a little more off camera too, because I have to fit it directly in the middle. One moment, I'm just gonna throw this on here. So I can show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to match this one up, which I did have a match, but supposed to go further in. And yes, if you're wondering, it is a skin on top of the screen protector, and I will explain that in just a moment so I don't lose concentration here. Okay, there we go. Okay, wipe this one off a little bit. All right, let's do the next one. All right, so basically like this. So overall, this is how your skin is supposed to look. As you see, I didn't have a super rough time when I did the Mighty Skins, but Slickwraps, their pieces is better cut out. I like how theirs cut out is. I like how it covers the edges on each one, on the sides as well. There's none sticking out. And then also for the camera, it took a little bit of maneuvering, but as you can see, I was able to get it in there. So it's not too difficult to put that in as well. And then also for the camera loops, if you like doing matching, then it takes a little bit of matching to make sure you get the camera ring skins right, but they're pretty adhesive once you get them on, so it's no biggie with that either. So overall, again, this is how it's going to look compared to when I had the Mighty Skins on. All right, YouTube fam, sorry that took a long time, but I want to go over what I received from Slickwraps. So again, the bonus about Slickwraps is the fact that you not only get one, but you get two for the price of one. Compared to Mighty Skins, you only get one. So I'll put a link in the description, and then when D-Brand get here, I will show D-Brand. I probably won't install the D-Brand case, mainly because I like this case. I'm gonna keep this on for a while, but I will still show you what it looks like. But all right, YouTube fam, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.